So, this episode deals with magic, eh?
Not really. Just a crime caper that features Batman reuniting with an old lady friend.
But Crane, the real magic is the friends we kill along the way.
I believe it's the friends we make along the way.
I've heard it both ways. Welcome back to another episode of Batman the Animated Recap. Last time we covered Paging the Crime Doctor, where we learned that Rupert Thorne doesn't take care of himself. Shocking, I know. This time, we see where Batman learned his escape artist techniques. Nope. Not Ninja School. Season 1, Episode 54 of Batman the Animated Series, Zatanna. We open on a magic show starring the character for whom the episode is named, Zatanna. In attendance is Bruce and Alfred, as well as many other Gothamites. While watching the magic tricks, we flash back to when Bruce was younger and training under Zatanna's father, Zatara, the Master of Magic. Zatara is giving him a lesson on escaping when a teen Zatanna comes in to watch.
Go!
Wow, Bruce escaping a straitjacket sounds so hot.
What?
I mean, it doesn't sound like you're escaping anything. It sounds sexual.
If you say that again, I'm gonna hurt you.
Do you promise?
Scratch that. If you say that again, Robin's going to hurt you.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Bruce manages to escape in record time, and then we learn that he hasn't been training long.
3 months ago you appeared on my doorstep with no interest in performing, and yet dying to become an escape artist.
Wait, you set out to become the perfect weapon against crime, and your first thought was to train under Senseis Siegfried and Roy?
Yeah, I knew I needed some dramatic flair.
And a feminine sidekick. Hey!
Hey.
It seems that Zatanna has a little crush on Bruce, who is going by the name John Smith. We also learn that Bruce has a little nickname for Zatanna that will in no way be important later.
Look, I don't know the future, but I know I'll see you again someday, Zana.
You're the only one who ever calls me Zana.
Bruce is preparing to leave for Japan, and Zatanna tries to convince him to stay.
I locked your hands to the wall. But hey, if you're any kind of escape artist, you'd be out of those cuffs and through the door by now.
What is wrong with you? She was crazy about you.
I don't understand the question.
Back in the present, we see that Zatanna's show is being held outside the Gotham Mint. She introduces the director of the Mint, as well as famed magic debunker Dr. Montague Kane, who has resting villain face. They are there to assure the audience that what they're seeing is actually happening. And just what is Zatanna's big magic trick?
$10 million and the means to make it. Go!
Okay, I think we can all see where this is going. That money's not coming back, is it?
The money? Where's the money?
What idiot authorized the use of the Mint's real money during such a public show? That's just the sort of event that one of Gotham's many villains would have crashed. I should know. I'm planning how I would have done it in my head right now.
Gotham's run by a bunch of cabbage-brained politicians that don't know how to run a major metropolitan area. That's why Batman's necessary in the first place.
That's true.
Hardly. I think Batsy's responsible for we villains and why Gotham's in the state it's in. Hey, we're not to that episode yet. Well, come on, Season 2. Hurry up and get here. Zatanna is arrested for the theft, but Bruce knows that she's innocent, so he gets her an amazing legal defense team. What? That doesn't sound like Bruce. No, you're right. I was kidding. He breaks her out of jail as Batman. I knew it. Huh. And he still didn't rope me into the plan. Yeah, Batman doesn't need a wingman. Ha! More like a wing boy. Hey, I'm in college. I'm as much a man as anyone else around here. You guys are assholes.
Hey, only adults can use that kind of language.
Batman and Zatanna return to the Gotham Mint to investigate the scene, and Detective Bullock gets a cameo in the episode. I wish that was the extent of his appearance in every episode. Batman believes the money was stolen before Zatanna's show and that a mirror was used to reflect a hologram of the money out of the mint. Zatanna asks how they could have gotten rid of a mirror big enough to make the illusion work, and Batman replies,
He didn't. It's still here.
Batman thinks that Montague Kane had the stage magic knowledge to pull off the heist. See? I told you he had resting villain face.
I'm still struggling to understand the giant coin. Is the coin part of the Mint's vault, or was it part of Zatanna's trick setup? And either way, how would Kane have swapped in a replica with a mirror inside unnoticed?
Crane, you're doing it again.
Right, using real-world logic for a comic book heist. My mistake.
While en route to Kane's, Batman goes on a little fishing expedition.
You're sure there's no one you want to call first? Friends, family, husband, maybe?
Why, Batsy, do you have a little torch burning for one Zatanna?
No. Then why would you ask about a husband? Because
he's in love.
I know where you sleep.
So as I was saying, I think it's obvious to all of us that he was just helping this woman reunite with her loved ones.
Batman and Zatanna arrive at Kane's mansion, where everything is just a bit too quiet.
Come, don't be shy. You've obviously unraveled my little scheme and...
You know that's a trap, right?
Who do you think you're talking to? Of course I knew it was a trap.
It's a trap!
See? I said it was a trap.
Psh, after the trap was already revealed.
Hey, how would you like to pay for your own college education?
Well, excuse me, Batman. Sorry.
Batman and Zatanna find themselves in a closing spike pit. Fortunately, Batman is prepared for the situation. You carry acid in your utility belt?
Yep.
What happens if it breaks? That would eat through your belt and your hip.
That'll never happen.
How? You were always doing action stuff and getting knocked around.
I'm the title character.
Fair enough. Moving on. After a narrow escape, Batman figures out where Kane actually is.
Take a last longing look, gentlemen. We're heading to a place where the climate is warmer.
Great. Another villain who doesn't need to be stealing because he already has way more money than was in that mint. I mean, look at that plane. It's like a flying resort. This guy doesn't need any more money.
Yeah, but you're forgetting one very important thing.
What's that?
The dough isn't really of consequence. We just like getting one over on others. It's an ego thing.
Indeed.
Yeah, that does sound accurate. Okay, well, Batman and Zatanna get the drop on Kane on his private Sky Mall. Sky Mall. Well, you'll laugh later. Things are going well until...
Keep your distance, detective.
Whatever. Did you just knock that thing out of his hand with a batarang?
Oh, yeah. That would have been a great idea.
Wait, you didn't do that? But you always do that.
Bats didn't want to risk injuring his girlfriend.
She is not my girlfriend. Why would you say that? Unless... Has she said anything about me? Huh, he really is smitten.
Dang it!
Rather than immediately killing his enemies, Kane opts for the traditional, overly complicated death scenario instead.
With all reverence for the departed, Zatanna himself couldn't escape those locks.
He put a stage magician and Batsy into an escape trap? This guy really is as dumb as he looks.
Wait a minute. Wasn't his whole thing revealing secrets, and yet he didn't take a moment to demask Batman?
What did you expect, Crane? This Mama Luke's not a real player. No one's even going to remember him past this episode.
Batman slips Zatanna a lockpick while also letting slip his nickname for her that only John Smith was privy to.
Trust me, Zana.
Sana?
Quick, in my glove.
Kane drops Batman and Zatanna out of the plane, but Batman manages to hook his leg into some cargo netting, giving Zatanna the time she needs to pick the lock on their handcuffs, letting them escape the trap. While the thugs pull their boss up, Batman and Zatanna escape to one of the wings of this massive aircraft. After getting back inside, Kane goes to the cockpit, revealing that no one is actually flying this heap.
Maybe it was on autopilot.
That's not how autopilot works. That system makes slight adjustments to lessen the pilot's workload. It wouldn't be taking off by itself like we saw this thing do, and a plane of that size would need to have some crew on board aside from Kane and his two sidekicks.
What are you yelling at me for? My expertise is in hot dog carts, not aircraft.
Oh great, now I want hot dogs. Thanks. Anyway, Batman reveals he's strong enough to manhandle the mechanical flaps on the plane with ease. Kane sends his thugs to fight Batman on the wings of the plane, which would not happen if they were traveling at speeds enough to keep that thing in the air, but I digress. Batman easily handles the goons, sending them off the plane.
I was aiming for one of the propellers. Still, they hit the water head first at terminal velocity, so if that didn't snap their necks, take solace in the fact that they likely drowned while unconscious. I guess. What? I mean, I don't kill people. In fact, I'm sure they were both fine. Yeah, in fact, I remember they were both wearing life preservers under those jackets. Yes, I definitely remember hitting life preserver material when I was smacking them around. And just what does life preserver material feel like? Like this.
Zatanna surprises Kane in the cockpit, knocking him out. We transition to Kane being arrested, and Zatanna reveals that she knows Batman is John Smith. She tells him that her dad would have been proud of him. Batman offers Zatanna a ride, but the episode ends with her giving Batman a taste of his own medicine.
I hate goodbyes too. Love, Zana. P.S. Don't forget to write.
Whatever. Batman doesn't have time to write physical letters. He's too busy working out and catching bad guys in form-fitting gray spandex for all that.
I have email. Zana and I chatted up on the regular.
Curse your electronic mail!
To me, this episode was kind of meh. It's not a great vehicle to show off Zatanna or her skill set, and the villain was really underbaked. I mean, while we do see Batman and Zatanna working together, we don't really get any chemistry between them. I mean, even their flashback showed them exchanging only a few sentences between each other. You know, this should have been a two-parter. Part 1 should have mostly taken place in flashback to show Bruce and Zatanna getting close and, you know, maybe even have a life-threatening mini-adventure when they were young. One that can also feature Zatara a little bit more, and maybe even a younger Kane at the start of his debunking career. Then, the episode ends with the reveal that the mint money goes missing. Part 2 can then focus on solving the crime and catching Kane, but with more of a relationship developed between our two leads, and maybe some more focus on the villain. What did you think, Robin?
I mean, any episode that has Batman interact with a young performer that doesn't result in their parents' death shows real growth on his part. But we definitely could have used a better villain. As it was, the talents of Michael York were wasted on Kane. 2 out of 5 times that cool magic tricks actually appear in this episode.
Thank you to the following supporters on Patreon: Jay Booth, Sean Hart, Jimmy Purcell, Rick Maxwell, Tony Ebbers, Jessica Tim, EC, J.R. Green, Emilio Flores, AJN, and Andy Exiled. If you'd like early access to videos and bonus behind-the-scenes content, become a patron at patreon.com/jackofallnerds. We'll see you there, unless you're afraid.
Join us next time when we'll be covering The Mechanic. Oh, you know all those times you're asking yourself, who repairs the Batmobile? Oh? You've never asked yourself that? Color me shocked. Till next time, kiddies! I mean, I do, but do any of you know any good magic tricks?
I can make people disappear.
Oh, haha, very funny, like no one's made that joke before. I can pull a rabbit out of someplace no one would expect. Ew, gross!
Dear God, man, why? You're sick. The rabbit can't breathe in there.
I was gonna say I could pull one out of my mask. What were you all thinking?
Yeah, no. That's what we all thought too. I know you all love me the way Zatanna loves John Smith, so go ahead and like my video and subscribe. I'll wait. No, Batman.